I'm live, and I'm going to be streaming Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, originally for the PlayStation 2, but I'm playing it as part of an... Oh, damn, phone, shut up. Anyway, originally, Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty was for the PlayStation 2, but I'm playing it through the Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection, which claims to have the HD edition of Sons of Liberty. Anyway, I'm playing it through the PlayStation 3. How's my Solid Snake impression? Pretty solid, ain't it?
Dead on.
Pretty solid, huh? But David Hayter is Solid Snake. I'm just a fake. I'm a fake snake. Anyway, kept you waiting, huh?
Wow.
What? What is it, Sonia?
Wow.
What is it, Sonia?
Mm.
And then tomorrow afternoon, Sailor Sif here will finally begin streaming. She kept you waiting, huh? Okay, enough of the Solid Snake impression. I mean, honestly, look, if David Hayter somehow retired the role and Solid Snake had to be voiced by someone, hey, I'll audition for it. And if people think, holy crap, I sound really close, I'm like, yeah, okay.
No, remember the showed me that was that notification?
Wait, what? Your audio was like clipping out.
You know which sound I'm talking about for a notification.
What of what?
For one of my notifications that you'll set up.
What is it? What's it from?
The one you were laughing about.
What? Say what it's from, and then just
I think it was the Hell of a Boss
okay.
one.
Yeah, is it still this is? Because I'm calling a man that will hurt me. What? I meant protect me. Still, I mean, it was a funny line. Hey,
You
know,
have no hopes for Hell of a Boss Season 2, do
oh,
you?
I do. It's just I hope it's good because season 1 was fine. I just don't want season 2 to drag it down. Anyway,
Seriously, if Brandon Rogers ever got casted
and
for Rocky Horror,
by the way,
I swear to
yes.
God,
By the way, I am streaming now, so
he is fabulous in his own way, I guess.
all right. Give me a minute. I'm gonna. I'm sorry for the late start. I was well, let's just say nature called, and I'd rather not have it call while I'd rather not have it happen when I'm in the middle of this.
Yeah, here's a question. Why does Noir randomly show up then?
Because he felt like it.
Because he always seems to show up when, well, you said he scratches on the door.
Something like that. Alright. Oh. Let me turn that on. So, anyway, Sonia, you're welcome to hop on the stream so you can see what's going on.
I'm also typing a fanfic.
Of course you are.
Shush.
Anyway, now when
It's not that kind
now,
of fanfic.
Sonia, I do want to say that if codec calls or cutscenes are playing, I would like to ask that quiet so I can pay attention to what's going on. But whenever I'm controlling Raiden, then by all means.
Are you saying I should play this franchise?
That depends. I'd say yes if you want to play Metal Gear Solid, but this one I'm playing right now, it's kind of a hard one to adjust.
So you could skip.
Well, skipping 2 may not be the way to go. It depends. We'll see.
Oh.
We'll see. Now, The Last of Us, I would like you to play eventually. Just a heads up, I'm not bringing my PS3 over tomorrow. That could wait for another time. And also, so I guess we should talk about Final Fantasy real quick, because now that the Pixel remasters for 1 through 6 are coming to Switch, so I'm gonna give you a bit of a rundown of of which ones you should play and which ones you can skip. So I'm gonna go from 1 to 13. Wait, 13's not on Switch. Okay, so 1 to 12, in your case. So, Final Fantasy 1. Here's the pros and cons of that one. The pros of the first Final Fantasy game, it is easy to get into. You can form your party as you wish. And it's really not that hard to play. It's a solid role-playing game. What are the cons to the first Final Fantasy? Well, if you played the original version, it's a very dated game. But because the Pixel Remaster is based on the revisions that were made past the original, I'd say the only cons to playing Final Fantasy 1 via Pixel Remaster is probably that the story is not the most well thought out. But that was because it had more emphasis on gameplay. And, kind of forming characters the way you want to. So, yeah. And also, you have to come up with character names. It's the only one where you have to name name your entire party. So there's that. But as far as I'm concerned, Final Fantasy 1 is worth playing. I mean, it's the classic of classic Final Fantasy. It is the one that started it all. Okay, Final Fantasy 2. The pros to that one, some emphasis on story, some emphasis on its okay, so it has emphasis on a narrative staple that Final Fantasy would later follow, which is an empire, or a rebellion against an empire. Yeah, I know that sounds Star Wars-y, but war and political intrigue is going to be a staple in, Final Fantasy, which Final Fantasy 2 started with. So emphasis on story was one of the pros of Final Fantasy 2. The cons of Final Fantasy 2? The gameplay. The magic system is not that easy to get into. So, just a fair warning, Final Fantasy 2 is seen as a black sheep for a reason. It's because of the gameplay. The music's fine. That's one of the pros of... That's one of the positives of Final Fantasy 2. The music's fine. It's just the drawback with that game is the gameplay. And also, I don't think the characters were that interesting, from what I heard. So, if you want to play Final Fantasy 2, just be warned. It's considered a black sheep. Final Fantasy 3. Pros. The job system. It will not be the only one you'll see in the series, because 5 repeats it. So, I would say the gameplay is fun if you want to experiment with a variety of party options. The drawback, I'd say the job system might take a little getting used to. Another drawback to Final Fantasy III, the Crystal Tower, which is the final dungeon of the game, is notorious. We're talking level grinding and also really difficult. Also, the final boss is not... actually, I heard the final boss was not as painful to fight against in the Pixel Remaster. I heard they fixed that. I don't know. Anyway, Crystal Tower, final dungeon, pain in the ass. Although, fortunately, the Pixel Remaster has a quick autosaves, so it's not much of a headache. But if you were to play other versions before the Pixel Remaster, it's a pain in the ass. So don't even bother playing the remake or anything. Just stick with the Pixel Remaster on that one. So, Final Fantasy III, I'd say is worth playing, but go with that one with caution. I'd say play 3. Okay, so I would say On the ones you can save for later, I'd say play 3 before you even touch 2. So there's that. Alright, Final Fantasy 4. The pros, the positives on that game. The music's really good. It's got likable characters. I would say there's a few interesting characters in the game. More emphasis on story than the ones before. And yeah, it's another classic Final Fantasy. The drawbacks to Final Fantasy IV, there's some ridiculous shit that I really have a hard time buying into. So I'd say it is probably the Final Fantasy game you really want to suspend your disbelief, because some of that shit is hard to buy into. I won't say why, but oh boy, when you see it, when you see the pattern Final Fantasy IV pulls, that's where I think the dramatic flares of the game kind of start to not stick. So keep that in mind. I won't say why. Okay, Final Fantasy V. Positives on that game, the music is really good in that one. Music's great. It's got comedy. It's a more comedic Final Fantasy, so if you want a more upbeat adventure, Final Fantasy V for you. It also brings back the job system, but I would say it is the most refined Final Fantasy game with the job system. Drawbacks. The story's kind of weak. Okay, next. Final Fantasy VI. Positives. Almost everything in that game. The drawbacks. There could have been a few areas that could have been a little better. Other than that, phenomenal game. Yeah, you hear me praise about that game a lot. Final Fantasy VII. Positives on Final Fantasy VII. It was a game changer. The cutscenes were impressive for the time. The music's great. The characters are fascinating. The story is actually not too bad. And it also has quite the shocker. Although not the first moment of its kind, but it was definitely... It's known for a notable shocker. I won't say what happens, but yeah, Final Fantasy VII is known for that. The drawbacks of Final Fantasy VII could have looked better in some places. I'm talking about those character models. It's a little rough. Final Fantasy VIII. Positives on Final Fantasy VIII. Compared to 7, greatly improved on the visuals. The music's good. Let's see, what else did that game have? Yeah, music's good. Drawbacks of Final Fantasy VIII, the gameplay is the most difficult to get into. Even I'm not a fan of the gameplay of Final Fantasy VIII. Also, the story's kind of bonkers. So, I'd say Final Fantasy VIII should be played if you just want to play another Final Fantasy game. It's got its moments that are worth playing. Final Fantasy IX. Positives. Okay, that's the one you're starting with. So, Final Fantasy IX. Positives. Best use of nostalgia in the series. Music's just as good as most of the Final Fantasies that came before it. Some characters are well handled. Cutscenes are great. What am I missing? Fuck, I'm trying to remember what Final Fantasy IX had. Music's good, character's good. Yeah, it's essentially it was a fine one. Drawbacks of Final Fantasy IX. Without saying anything, I would say there's a few characters that could have been. There's a couple characters I wish maintained their interest as the game went on, and some of them didn't. That was one of my issues with Final Fantasy IX. I think the end game could have been handled just a tad bit better, but again, I can't say what it is. What else did Final Fantasy IX have as a drawback? And that's about it. Fantastic game for all I know. Okay, Final Fantasy X. Positives on that one. The gameplay is really easy to get into. It's a very accessible Final Fantasy. Let's see. Shit, what else? The music's not too bad. And, the dramatic moments are really good. Drawbacks of Final Fantasy X. Some of the voice acting's a little laughable. Some of the... Oh god, what is it? The combat, while I think it's a lot of fun, I do think makes the gameplay rather too simplistic. Because once you figure out the pattern of enemies, like how you beat them, it's really easy to... I mean, the game's kind of... I think the gameplay is just a little too casual on the difficulty, or... I think it's made a little too simplistic. That's my only down. That's the only issue I got with the gameplay.
Did you hear
what?
What happened to Lisa Marie Presley?
Wait, what?
Did you hear what happened to Elvis Presley's daughter?
No.
She died.
What?
Yeah. She, later on that day of the Golden Globe, she had a heart attack. They went to take her to the hospital.
Oh, shit.
And later on, within the hospitalization, she died.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
It's a heart attack, too.
So now it's just his wife left.
Damn. That's a bummer. Yeah, I was gonna say, because if I'm not mistaken, with Elvis, I mean, didn't he have a heart issue, too?
I think so.
And also, apparently, he died on the toilet, too.
That's true.
King of Rock died on his throne.
Wow.
I know it's a fucked up joke, but I mean, how ironic that he died on a toilet, because the toilet's known as a throne sometimes. Anyway, what was I gonna say? So, Final Fantasy X, I already said the gameplay is a little too simplistic. That's the one drawback with it. The voice acting is a little hit and miss. What else was there about Final Fantasy X? Oh, it has a sequel, but I'm not going to count that as, like, a detriment. That's a separate thing, but yeah, it has a sequel that I really never was a fan of. We're going to skip 11 because that's online, and, well, not many people are playing 11 these days, so whatever. Alright, Final Fantasy 12. Now, the positives on that one, it's certainly one of the more epic Final Fantasy games. I mean, it's huge in scale. I like that. Visually really impressive for the PlayStation 2. I mean, holy hell. It was like pushing the PS2 to its limits. I mean, it still looks...
Oh, by the way, do you like enchiladas?
Sure.
Like red enchiladas?
Yes. I'm not too picky.
Okay, good.
I'm not too picky when it comes to food.
Because I got from my work, because they had tons of leftovers. They gave me like a whole slab of enchilada casserole. And I was going to use that as our lunch tomorrow, so I wondered if you were any picky about enchiladas.
Oh, I don't mind enchiladas. Okay, anyway, Final Fantasy 12. Visually impressive for its time. I mean, it could have passed for an early PS3 game, but it wasn't. I
have to grab my charger real quick because my computer's gonna die.
Go ahead. Damn. It's the second time. I was trying to tell her, like, what Final Fantasy games to look into, and then I just was almost done the second time. Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'll also be right back because I have to use the girls' room.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and start.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Uh-oh.
I'm under enemy fire! Secure the I'm under attack! Stay alert! It's the enemy! I need help!
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Alright.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment.
There we go.
First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Alright. Oh, what?
I'm back.
Alright.
I was eating a piece of lemon cake.
Uh-huh. That didn't open.
Raiden, look at that wire fence. You may be able to crawl through it. Crouch
Oh.
down using the crawl button. Then push the left stick in the direction you want to move. Push the crawl button again to stand up. You can use weapons even while crawling. This is different from VR training, so you keep that in mind. Raiden, SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
All right.
I'll go check the roof. I'll leave the first floor to you, okay? Understood.
Colonel, I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Distract them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
Who is that? Ow! Ow!
Got one, I see. Don't leave him lying around. Hide the body as soon as possible. When his comrades come back from the roof, you don't want him being found. If they do find him, they'll be on the alert and things can get difficult. When you take a hostile down, hide the body where a patrol is unlikely to come around. You can drag an enemy personnel's body. This is how to do it. First, walk up to the body, and with all weapons deselected, press the weapon button to pick it up. As long as you have the weapon button held down, you can move around with the body in your grasp. Release the weapon button to let go of the body.
Communications with the first floor Strade have ceased. Carry out an investigation immediately.
Uh-oh.
Unable to find the AWOL soldier. Nothing else to report. I'm under attack.
Oh, and by the way, to answer your question earlier, Sonia, about Titanic, I'm gonna have to say no. Because I haven't gotten work much lately, so, you know.
Jack, are you okay?
Rosemary,
Jack, tell me you're okay.
I'm all right. It was a close one, though.
Oh, good. I didn't think it would be this tough.
Hey.
It's the helplessness of it, you know? Just watching with no power to help you. It's like having a ringside seat at a boxing match, but much worse because it's someone I love and the stakes are...
Rosemary, maybe this was a miscalculation on my part. Selecting her wasn't the wisest choice.
No. I apologize for the outburst. I'm all right. I will see this through with you.
Rose?
We fight together, okay?
Oh, and speaking
You
of
have nowhere
Titanic,
to run.
Jack,
Neither do I.
Rose,
Rosemary, you're not obligated to continue. You know that.
and the
I'm all
prologue
right.
was on a ship.
Right. How about
Wow.
Yeah,
Good.
I wouldn't be
you? The
surprised.
mission goes on. But Rosemary, there's one thing you need to
Man, my
understand.
nose is itching.
Sir?
His name is Raiden. Got it?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Raiden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Face any waist-high railing and push the action button to clear the railing and hang over the side. Once there, you can move sideways while keeping out of enemy sight.
All right. I'm giving it a try.
Don't forget the grip gauge. It will keep decreasing during a hanging maneuver, and once it runs out, you will fall.
Copy that.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money. Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home. Roger that. Holy! Alpha Zero, report. Damn it! Cover the president! Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. This is crazy. Is that... Alpha Zero, respond. All Alpha, respond.
Raiden, the president's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
Alright.
Are you saying you're blowing yourself up?
No.
Oh.
What the hell? Who the hell's in them? Who the hell? What? Oh, what the hell? Why is he twirling like a ballerina? Oh, damn.
Yay!
Hmm? What is it?
My dad was keeping me updated with sumo news.
Okay. The hell? Who is this guy?
What are you?
Well, I think they're about to answer your question.
Five today.
Oh, what the hell?
6.
Vamp. What the hell? What kind of jump was that?
What?
You didn't see that?
Where is he?
Wait, Solid Snake?
Strange smell. Be right there.
Okay then.
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down. My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior grade.
Pliskin? That's a not Escape from LA, isn't it? Snake Plissken.
Are you a Navy SEAL?
I need to watch that movie at some point.
How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
Have I seen you before?
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
Man, my nose is itching.
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded. Huh? Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21. That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80, advanced,
VR.
What?
but realistic in every way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age. That's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
You don't get injured in VR, do you? Every year, a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR.
Why is the game referencing the VR missions?
It isn't actually happening.
I get.
That's the way they want you to
I mean, I
think,
get
to
the
remove
thing, but
the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
Right. What's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah, Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
It's a little too late for that. What's up?
Take a look.
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
Whoa, what?
You alright?
Give me a few minutes. Must have lost a few more pints than I thought.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak. That was Vamp. He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-president George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became
Fat Man, Fortune,
began
Vamp,
to go after US
and
allies,
George
even civilians.
Sears.
We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
Yeah, right.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
And buried.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just dead cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here? Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy. Take this too.
Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Bravo Zero. Currently at the bridge between struts B and C. The president is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plant's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
Hey, what's your name?
Raiden.
Raiden. Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
All right. Finally. Let me guess. Game over if I shoot Snake?
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh, shit!
Moron. You don't think it. Moron. Hey, kid. You don't think it.
Well, that's what I get for shooting Snake.
No, this isn't happening. Jack, you have to answer me. Jack! Jack!
And Jack shall die near that sunken ship. What, no comment?
Wow. How dare you disrespect Jack?
Jack, it's me.
Everything okay, Rose?
Don't you need to save the mission data?
Oh yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
Huh.
Jack, Do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How
It's not the day the
Important
Titanic
enough?
sunk.
And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
important?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Oh, so I just got an email recently from Wesco, the company that I went on.
Yeah.
They found other candidates that they were looking for. So, in other words, I'm not getting that second interview. That was it. In other words, I'm not on the list of candidates they were looking for. You know what? I'm not mad. Can't win them all. Who's that? Oh, some lady with a gun.
Speaking of which, Squirrel, the big Squirrel wants to know when Squirrel with a gun will come out.
I don't know. Well,
So he can join you in commenting on your watch-along. Or play-along.
Hey, this lady's got some nice guns.
Is she the one they call
Wow. Will you swing that way, Gio?
And I said she's got some nice guns.
No, I was thinking the other way. Never mind.
No, see?
Wow.
Queen.
Oh, she goes by Queen?
Oh, God.
Oh, hell, the Queen. And if Jon Snow was playing this, he'd be like, "You're my queen, my queen."
Oh my God.
Huh? The hell?
A dud.
Today is another bad day.
Oh boy.
Is there anyone here that can give me happiness?
Holy shit! What kind of gun is that? And she's got sexy music to accompany her. Yeah, she's a femme fatale. And it appears that she's got a great ass!
Wow.
So sorry, my beauties. I'll see you again someday.
Damn! Hey.
Colonel, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was wiped out.
I see.
What happened to the cargo choppers?
Both of them are at the bottom of the harbor. Looks like your new hosts have a Harrier too.
A Harrier? What is this?
Calm down. It just means they anticipated the attack.
What?
Besides, since the SEALs drew their fire, your infiltration went off without a hitch. On top of that, we know their defensive capabilities.
Are you saying this was all a feint?
Raiden, get a hold of yourself. The entire mission is in your hands now. Do you understand?
But...
There's no time for questions. They could decide to retaliate for that failed assault.
You mean the hostages?
They could be in danger, yes. But we need to consider the possibility that they'll blow the whole shell. If that toxic spell does take place, it'll devastate not only the harbor, but poison the coastline for generations. Raiden, we've had to adjust the mission objectives. The priority is now on removing those C4s that the terrorists wired over the big shell. The president can wait, but this can't.
Colonel, you know I'm no bomb disposal expert.
That's not a problem. The Bravo team brought an explosives pro in with them. He was supposed to stand by on Strut C according to their mission plan. You should find him there.
Is this according to simulation 2?
What are you talking about?
Oh,
Get to Strut C and
goodness.
find him.
Understood. But I need to ask you something before I go.
Make it.
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean. They couldn't hit her no matter how hard they tried. And that vampire too, it's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Jack, snap out of it.
And you, Rose, I can't believe you're on this mission. I keep thinking I'll wake up.
Raiden, this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
But nothing seems real.
I've made up my mind to stay with you. Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
Thank you, Rose. And I won't let you be just a dream.
Are you two done? Raiden, you're needed on Strut C.
Oh my goodness! Let's go! Please. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Sonia?
What?
I went to the ladies' restroom in this game.
You perv.
Well, how the hell was I supposed to know? And besides, if I was a janitor, I would have no choice. Just saying. Huh? Oh, hey, hey, hey! Hey!
Don't slap women.
Oh, that's
You weird nut.
Okay, let's see what's over here. No, nothing spicy. No muscular
Are
men.
you into this or something?
No muscular men on these things. The fuck?
Ah. Take that.
No. Because I'm saying muscular men for the women's
Wait,
restroom.
so you swing the other way?
No, I
okay,
don't. Sonia, no. I'm just saying no muscular men posters for the women's restroom. The fuck?
Ah.
That's what I was saying. What'd you think I was saying?
I don't know. Thought maybe something else.
And no, I'm not bi or gay. Neither.
Pimp Squirrel might think differently.
Whatever.
Or no, that's the Fabulous Squirrel. Never mind.
Fabulous Squirrel loves those pillarmen.
Yeah, maybe there's the Pillar Squirrels somewhere out there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh! If anyone didn't know about the JoJo reference, well, Geo started it.
Don't shoot.
You a cop?
I'm not NYPD. I came in with the Bravo team. Who are you with? And what happened to SEAL Team 10?
They're all dead.
All of them?
This guy's delivery.
Did I tell you you could move?
It's all right. He's not one of the bad guys. Don't go pointing that thing everywhere, kid. What's your name?
My name is Peter. Peter Stillman.
Lecturer at Navscolio at Indian Head. Also a consultant for the NYPD bomb squad.
A poor old man who got
Greg
dragged
Eagles.
along.
Oh yeah, he was Donald Anderson in the previous game.
I thought you'd retired.
I did.
He was the DARPA chief in Metal Gear Solid. Donald Anderson.
Church got wiped off
The voice actor that plays this guy here.
All I lost was this leg.
So you're the bomb disposal guy.
Kid, this is the bomb disposal guy.
Okay.
Open any explosives disposal textbook and you'll see his name.
I'm getting ready to just call this one a night already, because, good God, I just want to...
bring you out of retirement then.
Look, I know what I'm getting myself into when it comes to Metal Gear Solid as a franchise, but man, this game... Like, Hideo Kojima, man, he went a little overboard on the...
And that's why you're here.
He went a little overboard on the cutscenes in this
I was
game.
supposed to supervise the bomb disposal. Looks like it was taken care of before I had my turn.
I wouldn't say that.
You know, at this rate, I already dread
There are at least
playing
two
Metal Gear
people
Solid
here
4
who
at this
claim to be
point.
experts at bomb disposal.
Are you two with SEAL Team 10? I didn't see you at the mission briefing.
Oh, we're with another squad. My name is Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade. Honored to meet you, sir.
Mr. Pliskin, do you have any experience with explosives disposal?
Don't worry about me. And he looks young, but he can do it. But we need more manpower.
I'm,
What's your name?
Raiden.
That's an odd name.
Any other survivors?
There was also an engineer with me.
An engineer?
A skinny guy. He went in with us.
Where is he?
I haven't seen him since.
Are you watching the stream, Sonia?
Yes.
I didn't find
Okay.
him.
I see.
They told me.
What have you been seeing more of during this session?
Cutscenes.
Yeah. Like, I don't mind this. I know there's...
Surprised you haven't quit yet.
No, I plan on playing this. Don't get me wrong. The story is actually intriguing. The problem is like, I'm playing a video game, for God's sake. Like, like, honestly, when it comes to, like, dialogue and gameplay, like, I like a balance.
Hold on a second.
Oh, for a second, I thought it was one of my friends calling. Yeah, you know what? I need to change my friend. I need to change. I'll just refer to by your username. I need to change Renee Crossfire's ringtone because every time I'm hearing the Kodak call from this, I'm thinking she's calling. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not her calling. That's the game I'm hearing. I'm like, I gotta change it.
All you have to do is follow his directions. You will, of course, keep your identity and mission objectives to yourself.
Is it true that an engineer came in with Stillman?
I wasn't informed of that. It's probably something the SEALs decided on their own. There are more important issues at hand, Raiden. The enemy may retaliate for the failed assault. Get those C4s neutralized now.
Colonel, I'm not qualified for bomb disposal.
Jack, it's me.
Rose?
You can do this. Trust me.
You haven't had bomb disposal training per se in VR, but you're more than capable of handling C4.
This is a little different from using C4.
You're up for this.
You know that.
How about it, kid? Are the results in yet?
Alright.
There's no need to think about this so much. You won't actually be dismantling the bomb. That's not for amateurs. What we'll try here instead is a temporary freezing measure. Here, look at this. This is a C4 bomb.
Oh.
It's live. You can see it pulsing. Now you spray this on the sucker and there we go. Simple, huh? The spray freezes the detonator instantly.
How long does the effect last?
There's no way the thing can detonate in this condition. Even if you leave it alone, it'll stay out of commission for at least 24 hours.
That's enough time.
If we had the manpower, I'd recommend complete disposal. But this will have to do. The spray can be used from several yards away. Now check the floor, ceiling, walls, under a table, everywhere. Try to imagine the locations the bomber would choose.
That won't be easy. We don't know a thing about Fat Man.
Is there anything that'll help us locate the bombs?
Here, take this with you. It's what they call an ion mobility spectrometer. It can recognize ionized gas emitted by C4s.
The what?
In other words, that little gadget sniffs out C4's scent.
That's right. I've established a link up with your radar network, so any scent detected will be represented visually. Have the sensor activated and keep your eye on the radar.
What if he's using some other odorless substance?
I know Fat Man well. I know how into his own aesthetics he is.
Signatures?
Yes. On every bomb he builds, he always leaves a trace of the cologne he uses. The sensor also picks up that particular scent spectrum.
Is that something he learned from you?
No, it was his own quirk. He wouldn't work by any rules except his own, and he followed them like a religion. And common sense wasn't one of his strong points. I thought I taught him everything I knew. I have no children of my own, and I thought I found a son in him. He had the right stuff, you know. There's something very unusual about an ability like that. Even at Indian Head, he got special treatment. I remember some people called him one of the fat cats. Maybe that's what started all this. I didn't teach him the most important thing I had to tell him. There are some things you have to pass on. The trick is to know which one. Right. All I taught him was skills. And now I have to stop him from using it to destroy us all.
Let's see how well that sensor works.
All right. I'm activating them. Watch. You see the green stuff on the radar? That's a visual representation of the C4 scent detected by the sensor.
It's a pretty big area, isn't it?
Don't complain. It's better than nothing.
Just activate the sensors and search the area, okay?
All right.
Don't forget that you need the radar to use the system. Log into the node at every strut and turn the radar on.
We have to keep out of the enemy's sight, too.
Because the radar gets knocked offline when we're spotted?
Exactly. Fat Man would have allotted some C4s here in Strut C as well.
Here?
I know the structure of this facility, and if he wants to take out the plant, where he would target it.
Oh.
You can give up at any point, and then we can watch Bob Ross.
I am not dropping Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm just.
Is a kind of ideology.
No, I mean for tonight, not like in entirety.
Consists of 2 hexagons joined end on end, north to south. There should be packets of C4s on each of the vertices, or the struts in this case. You need at least that to take a building of this integrity out.
6 on shell 1, another 6 on shell 2. A total of 12 bombs at least.
Considering the shell's architecture and composition from an engineering standpoint, that's my conclusion, and it's exactly what he would have decided as well.
Kid, this place is all yours. I'll take care of shell 2.
Take this.
What's this?
Security card issued to Shell personnel. The big shells.
Oh my god!
Levels of clearance. The clearance level is identified by the number printed on these doors. Writing, your card key can open doors with security clearance level 1. Pliskin, your card can get you into level 3 areas. You'll need it to get next door to shell 2.
How did you get this?
That engineer I told you about gave it to me. You were supposed to program a set of all access cards once we were on site.
Sonia?
Unfortunately, this card won't.
This amount of dialogue that you're looking at,
We'll have to deal with the remaining security lockouts as they come
expect the same with Xenogears.
Okay.
Because that game has a crap ton of dialogue.
The two of us
Storylines,
don't worry.
But
the storyline is fantastic. Just keep in mind there's going to be a lot of dialogue to go through in that
I don't
game.
have time to babysit anymore.
Why don't you just let us handle the grunt work? You can tell us what to do over the radio, like in the original mission plan.
all right. I'll give you instructions from here. I may also need to prepare a backup plan just in case.
In case of what?
Good luck to both of you. This is a dangerous one.
Who dares wins.
If anything comes up, let me know. My frequency is 140.25.
Good luck, kid. I'll see you later. Semper Fi.
That man's no SEAL. I don't even think he's a Navy man.
What?
Semper Fi.
That's a Marine.
Marine Corps talk.
Yeah, I know because my brother served in the Marine Corps.
Normally, team leaders stay in the seat and give orders with those headphones.
Holy shit! When is this game gonna shut the fuck up and let me play? Oh!
And Who Dares Wins is a model of the British Special Air Service.
I'm calling after this batch of cutscenes. Holy hell!
No, somehow I don't think so. If there's someone to suspect.
You know what? It's stuff like this that I dread playing Metal Gear Solid 4 because I heard that one has the most cutscenes of any game in the series. Like it's 70% cutscenes.
What about you? They could be back in this area soon.
I'll hide out in this pantry for a while. If I lock the door, it should be all right. Plenty of food in there too, so you don't need to worry about me. I'll give you instructions by codec from here. Good luck, kid. Bomb disposal is a face-off with your own.
Oh my god,
Don't let
just
the fear get to you. When you give in to the fear, the darkness comes.
Alright. Are we done now? Are we done now? Thank God. Okay.
What's up, Jack? Jack, when you get home, let's have a homecoming party. Just the two of us.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh my.
I'll make dinner. Oh, what's wrong?
Well, that sounds good, but how about we eat out at that one restaurant instead? You know, the place that we went to recently with the amazing lobster. I really like that place.
Well, yeah, I guess that's okay too. Huh?
Nothing. I just love lobster. Yeah, can't wait. Woohoo!
Well,
What
then I'll
the
take you on
hell?
vacation. Promise me you'll come back safely.
What was that?
I have no clue. Alright. Yeah, this is gonna be a short session tonight. Yeah. So yeah. Listen, I would play more of this. It's just like
It sounds like you can't get through it.
It's just that my patience with this game is starting to wear thin for this session. I'm not saying it's wearing thin in general. I'm just saying for this session I'm doing tonight, it's just wearing thin. Like, you know, because what the hell's going on outside? There's some kind of go woo or something. Anyway, so here's the thing: the cutscenes, I don't mind that much. I mean, they're impressive for PS2 standards, especially with the launch title at the time. The thing is that I feel that the cutscenes drag the game. Like, look, what I'm complaining about with this game, I would say the same to Xenogears. This is the same pet peeve I've had with Xenogears. Same applies to this. So, what I'm getting at here is that as I've been playing the game, I mean, look, moving around, you know, half the game being spent on gameplay, fine, but it's just that it's harder for me to. What I'm having difficulty is having interest in playing the game longer than what I would ideally like to play or something. Like, okay, so I got something to do with C4. Okay, like, I would have liked to continue, but with the rate the game has been going, like, in terms of how it does its game, like, how it emphasizes its gameplay, how it emphasizes cutscenes, I'm just getting to the point where the longer the cutscenes get at one point, the less I feel inclined to play a little longer. And it's because, I mean, what? That cutscene that I just went through, like, lasted 12 minutes. And I am comparing this to its predecessor. And this is what I liked about the Metal Gear Solid 1. I liked how it didn't go overboard in length with the amount of dialogue and... or not dialogue. I liked how it paced out its cutscenes at just the right length. Now, yeah, there's a couple bits here and there that are longer than others, but that's because those longer bits were more important. Same with the codec calls. There's a few codec calls that go longer than average. I don't mind if there's a few codec calls or cutscenes that are longer than average. The thing is that the average cutscene and the average codec call just goes on, and I'm just like, good lord. And honestly, I think with this game, Kojima went overboard on the cutscenes and codec calls. Like, this game just does not know when to shut the hell up at times. And again, that pet peeve of Okay, so my pet peeve with excessive dialogue in a game, I have that same pet peeve with Xenogears. I think the game is fantastic. It's just the amount of dialogue in that game is a bit much. I wouldn't say a bit much. It is heavy. The amount of dialogue is heavy. And I feel like there is more reading in that game than you are playing. Now, I know this is not the Metal Gear Solid game that is notorious for having more cutscenes than gameplay. This is probably second place. This is probably behind Metal Gear Solid 4 for me for now when it comes to cutscenes and gameplay and whatnot. So now I probably haven't gotten to the point where the game gets I haven't gotten to the part where I haven't gotten to the area where the game gets the most praise, and I'm sure I'm going to be in for something later on, but for now I'm not too impressed with this game, to be honest. I mean, I'm intrigued to see where the rest of the game goes, but yeah, I'm not seeing what is making this one special. And I know that's shocking a lot of Metal Gear Solid fans, or maybe I just don't have the big picture yet. But I mean, just for now, where I'm at, like, I have some issues with this game. And as far as, like, early impressions go, I think this might be the one title in the series I consider overrated. It's funny, because, I mean, some people might think, oh, the first Metal Gear Solid game's overrated. I'm like, no, it's still, I mean, I would consider it still impressive. This one in particular, like, people praise it, I have it, and I'm like, yeah, I got problems with it. So, I mean, if there's one thing that is not going to change, I think the game's controls are a little wonky. But I'm actually starting to get used to it, but still, I think it gets a little slippery in some places, but whatever. That's beside the point. The AI being enhanced in this one, fine, I like. Visually speaking, improved upon upon its predecessor. It's just, story-wise, again, I don't have really the big picture, but my one criticism of the game is I think it went overboard on cutscenes and codec calls. So, and yeah, which is probably why I'm not enjoying it at times, because for one, that prologue I was becoming frustrated with. I mean, narratively, I'm starting to, and here's the funny thing, I don't mind the switch from Snake to Raiden that much. Like, I don't mind it. But the sense of deja vu, I'm a little unsure what to think of that at the moment. So, for now, I fail to see what is making this game special, but I'm still gonna stick with it. Because, I got a batch of games in this franchise to play. And, I intend to get to it. I intend to climb up to Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain. Which, those two games are Metal Gear Solid 5. But yeah. We'll see. We'll see how far this goes.
Hey, so yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's going to be Final Fantasy IX. Which reminds me...
And someday I hope to do Devil May Cry.
Oh my god. So Final Fantasy...
And you have to be there to witness it.
Uh-huh. So anyway,
yep.
Final Fantasy IX is what Sailor Sif here is going to be playing. I also need to work on something on her end, so I can get that ready for her. So let me just so Sonia, just let me get that prepared for her. So you want something similar to my bottom left banner, right?
Right.
But just do you want just your name?
I mean, yeah.
Oh wait.
I mean, does it have to have my YouTube one too?
If you want your stuff archived, yes.
Well, that's what I have planned as well.
So here's the thing. Sailor Sif here does, well, her name's Sonia, but she goes by Sailor Sif on Twitch, but she's gonna start streaming tomorrow. I actually have her hosting while I'm offline. And, yeah. She's gonna start streaming tomorrow. And
stepping into a whole new world, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll just have to figure out how to get stuff working. So yeah, but she is gonna start with Final Fantasy IX. Yeah, good game. Too bad I have the PC port that has the mod that looks better. But hey, you know what? I mean, look, it'll look. I mean, yours is still playable. What?
Yeah, but you have the better mod.
What the hell can I do about it? Yeah. Well, hey. You know, it is what it is. But anyway, now while Sailor Sif plays Final Fantasy IX, I'm also going to play it as well, just so I can kind of help Sonya out in the meantime. I'll just have to make sure I don't get ahead of her. Or actually, here's
you better not.
Here's the thing, Sonya. When I'm streaming Final Fantasy IX, don't watch those streams because spoilers. Now let me ask you this: do you want me to join you as background commentary, like in case you need help?
Yes.
Okay, but I'm not gonna hold your hand all the damn time with Final Fantasy IX. Like I would like.
I know you're not. I've kind of gotten the gist. I
would say the only things. Actually,
boss fights.
No.
Those are the biggies.
There's going to be some boss fights where I will prep you up for. Let's just say Gazamaluk, if I remember correctly, he's kind of a bastard to beat. There's what was it, Antlion? You'll have to figure out how to prep him up big time. Who else is?
If I remember with Antlion, it was using thunder a lot.
Or something like that. But I'm just saying, there's going to be some points of the game where you really need to pay attention to. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know what to keep an eye out for. But if there's one thing I'm going to keep reminding you over is how your inventory is utilized. So just because you have, and here's your tip. Here's a tip for you. If you have equipment that is stronger than your previous one, make sure you master any ability that your current equipment has before you switch to the upgraded equipment. Because if you switch without mastering, you will not get those abilities. And when you master abilities, you get to keep them. And
okay.
I honestly didn't know that in the first playthrough. I just kind of went along, got the strongest stuff, and then I just it was easy for me. But I'm just saying for you probably need to pay more close attention to how your equipment is, your equipment stats are.
And when I'm taking breaks in between, if I need to, I'll be playing.
Oh, here's another thing to consider. If you're gonna do level grinding and all that, you can do that stuff offline.
Really?
I mean, if you're just gonna go out in the overworld and just fight, just to buff up your stats, go ahead and do that stuff without streaming. But I'm just saying, when you progress through the story, do stream that. But the grinding stuff you can do offline. In fact, that's how the Xenogears sessions are gonna go like. Like, I'll let you progress through the story as normal, and I'll let you do the usual fighting here and there as normal. But when it comes to trying to upgrade your when it comes to level grinding, money grinding, all that stuff, I'll do that for you. But the story progression I'll let you do. I'll do the level grinding on your behalf. Because, trust me, level grinding in Xenogears is a bit time-consuming. So, there's that. Now, here's your lineup for now. Final Fantasy IX, Ni no Kuni, which means which I'm also going to play. Final Fantasy VII, and then Xenogears. I think after that, let's see, okay,
I was thinking after that, taking a break from Final Fantasy for a bit, and then going into it again.
I'm trying to think of what other Final. You know what? Okay, Final Fantasy VIII. No, wait, no.
Well,
hold on. Scratch that. Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X is easier to get to, and also, actually, Final Fantasy VIII. You know, okay. Here's my idea for the next two Final Fantasies after 9 and 7, 10 and 8.
Yes, and then we cosplay Squall and Renoa
But I should warn you about Final Fantasy VIII. The gameplay is one of the hardest to get into. So if you want to use cheats for 8 and just play it for the story, I mean, fine. It's not what I would encourage you to do, but if the gameplay is really that much of a pain in the ass, then fine, go ahead and use cheats on that one. But I'm just warning you this. Although I'll let Moyne kind of help you on that one, because he's more accustomed to 8 than I am. So I'm just saying, Final Fantasy VIII is one of the difficult Final Fantasy games to recommend. Now, as for the 2D era, I encourage you to play 1, 4, and 6. Now, 3 and 5 have the job system, which, yeah, that might take some time getting used to. Although 5 does it better. And the reason I neglect 2, or I neglect to mention 2, is because Final Fantasy 2 is a black sheep of the series. So, just be warned on that. So, just a heads up on that. So... What is that sound?
What? I know my fan's going. What else are you hearing?
Hold on a second, Sonia. I was like hearing some sound that was like electrical. I wasn't sure what it was.
Are you blowing something up?
No. Not that I know of.
Good. Because if you were, that'd be a concern. Unless something else is blowing up.
I don't know.
Oh, by the way, it's Friday the 13th. No bad luck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And my birthday is next Saturday.
And you know who passed away? Well, actually, you know, let's hope nobody passes away before your birthday because of the curse.
Okay, so in case anyone wonders what the hell Sonia is talking about here, so what happened a couple years ago is Mira Furlan, an actress who was in the show Lost, as well as Babylon 5, she passed away the day before my birthday, although the news broke out on my birthday. And as for last year, Meatloaf, singer, also an actor, he passed away last year the day before my birthday. So, can we not have any more famous people, or semi-famous or famous people fucking passing before my birthday? Because, seriously...
It's a curse.
It would be a curse, because I'm like, no. If this happens for a third year in a row, I'm like, okay, my birthday's cursed now. What the hell happened?
Well, it's already Squirrel Appreciation Day, too, so...
All right. Next Saturday...
So you know who has a birthday, too.
Yep, next Saturday is also the Appreciation Day for those little bastards known as squirrels.
And a certain you-know-who will be expecting a Christmas present, or a birthday present.
Christmas?
I meant birthday present.
I'm gonna snatch his chains. That's gonna be his birthday
Then
present.
he'll beat you up.
He'll sucker punch me. Oh, great. Alright. So anyway, that's gonna do it for this session of Metal Gear Solitude, Sons of Liberty. I know this session was a lot shorter than last time. It's just... I'm getting a little exhausted from it already. But wouldn't say I'm getting physically exhausted. It's just my patience is running thin for this session. Like, I just can't bring myself to continue for now tonight. So hopefully I'll progress a little further. It's just I'm just going to prepare for probably more of the same. Maybe something worthwhile. I don't know. I'll figure that out tomorrow. Wait. I don't know about tomorrow because I don't know what time I'm getting back after hanging out with Sonia tomorrow. So, but anyway. No one was actually here for this one except for Sonia. So, hey. This will be archived, of course. And, yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. So until next time, teasy.